About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
On first down, Patterson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Play action. It's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 1 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
At the 24-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now Joe Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Ryan to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Forced out to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pull.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordarrelle Patterson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow on play action. On the move to his left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Pushing his way through, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going.
1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Falcons 14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Mixon running right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
first down. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
That's it, baby.
Calvin Ridley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Point after, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
and I think the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 20.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Here we go. Ready? But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Ryan. It's complete to Fuller.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Ryan on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, and even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A toss left, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bengals' 35-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd down, it's Patterson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To throw, Burrow. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Burrow.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Here's Ryan. This to possibly force OT. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last shot for Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were in for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Good job defensively to get the pick and seal.